let's talk about some of the things about the 1010 Pro Max. They first started making the McCulloch series, the 1010 series, and the 210 and the 310. The 110 was the first ever chainsaw ever produced. And it started with the 110, 210, 310, 410, 510, 610, 710, 810, and 910 McCulloch chainsaws series, and the 1010. Now the 910's rare; they're a pretty rare model. And they also make a 910 Super, and they're pretty rare. And but like I said, they first started making the 1010 Pro Max in 1969. But they're not called Pro Max; we'll just call it the Mac 1010s. So the Mac 1010s, kind of the same thing as my automatic 1010s I got. They're automatic, lightweight chainsaws. They were just produced in 1977, and they made them up 1977, which is mine's a 70. I think mine's a 79. My other one's an 80 model. So the most positive. Actually, no, I think it is a 79. And I think the other one's an 80 model. But like I said, the McCulloch series, the Max 610, the Max 710, you got to be careful. They're carburetors. I don't know what it is with the shit. I forgot. But the frogmouth style carburetors. They suck. They're hard to tune. They're hard to idle. A lot of people back in the day, they just throw the saws away. That's the reason why the 910's rare, and that's the reason why the 610's rare and the 710's rare, because the Mac 710, the Mac 910. I'm pretty sure everybody likes to find the Mac 10, and they never found it, and it's very hard to find. Excuse me when I'm doing here, but I'm sorry about that. I should have paused that, but that's alright. You get you get cavities in your teeth, and well, not cavities, but what the fuck do they call them? Make your teeth stink up, which is not very good. Like I said, the frogmouth style carburetors they're just crap, and they were right hand start instead of left hand start. See, everything was right hand start back in the day, but now the McCullochs were different. They were left hand start instead of right hand start, like you normally see. I write with my right hand all the time, so I pull start with my right hand, or I just pull start with this hand right here. So yeah, maybe the left-handed ones are pretty easy to use. You just use your steady, just using this hand. This hand does all the work. This hand does all the work also. So they both do all the work. This one here has more oomph to it. This one here doesn't get that much oomph to it. Like I said, the 610, the 210s from 1969 to 68. They made them all up to 1970, I think 73, and they stopped making them in 74. So I believe to be 1971 to 74. The craziest thing I hate about the McCulloch series is their frogmouth style carburetors, and I can tell you the secret fact about them. Now, I know what it is with the frogmouth style carburetors. Every time we pull start it wouldn't even stay running for you. It would just sit there and just blah, 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 blah. That's all it does. Volume's down and it cuts off. It's typical for the McCulloch carburetors. That was their worst downfall I actually hate from the 1010 series. That's the reason I don't wanting to get to the 610s, the 710s, the 810s, the 910s. Unless you want to go a little bit newer to like 1975, that's when they refixed the carburetor and they redid everything in 1975. Because in 1974, they kept the frogmouth style carburetor up to 1974. It was just one of the worst bad carburetors that has ever designed from Robert McCulloch's design. I mean, they're awesome chainsaws. Don't get me wrong. I love McCulloch's. I'm also a Pioneer fan, a Steel fan, Husqvarna. Well, I'm not really not a Husqvarna fan, but like I said, I'm gonna rebuild this 55 Rancher. This Husqvarna 1999, brand new back in like '99. Replace the piston, replace the cylinder, replace the rings, and I think this all will be running as tops again. Then I'll be getting the 1010 running in the Remington manual. I also like Remingtons too. I like the Remingtons. I never had a Remington in my entire life until I got three of them. I got three Remingtons. Three were. I can't speak today because I got a cold sore in my mouth right here on top of my lip. I got a Remington Logmaster from 1958. Then I have a 1965 Polite Remington. Then I have a I forgot what else. I had a Logmaster, Remington Mini. I got Remington Mini Mites. There's three Remingtons I got. The Mini Mites pretty cool. I thought those would be the more future chainsaws the Mini Mites were. I didn't know they actually have points in them, but I guess they do. I never looked inside one, so I never pulled it apart or nothing. So I'll try to pull it apart of mine then. So yeah, those are the downfalls of McCullochs. Even Bucky Billy Ray said their their chain brake. It stops the chain. You couldn't get to the nuts on the metal covers. That was another downfall they did.